filming?
Yeah.
Oh!
Hi.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Just got my extra large black coffee because I'm really tired today. I don't know that I'm gonna I think I'm gonna live the Kanye West life today and not take my glasses off inside, even in the dark. That's how I feel. Anyway. Hi. Welcome back to an episode on the road. It's road trip day. We are on the way to meet coach number 2, who I haven't spoken about yet. Very exciting to introduce you. In fact, we have never met in person. He is a wonderful coach and a friend and employee of a wonderful man who is a friend of mine, Mark Coles. Love you, mate. Also, my brain really isn't working today, so I'm sorry if there's a lot of and hence this. Hopefully this is magic and I get my brain back. So anyway, we're off to Nottingham. We've just stopped to get this so that I can speak normally. See, look, struggles. And this is my drink, okay? And this is Will's drink.
Yep.
No. I didn't even smell it, so no, just roll on the coffee. So we're about an hour away. Best get moving. Let's go. I'm having a fucking nightmare, aren't I? Right, hey. Not mine. This is how I always walk. I'm so excited. I still haven't even told you his name. Well, we are at M10. This is Mark Coles' gym. And we are meeting his head online coach. This is Stan! Hi!
Oh, it's fine.
Was it legs today?
Oh, that's the thing that...
So, everybody, this is the other important part. I literally can't talk today.
Trust me.
Okay, hold on.
I will have same issues.
Right. So, everyone, I have been referring to another very special part of this journey, special person on this journey, and this is Stan. Stan is my prep coach, as we call it, and he has been overlooking my aesthetic and nutrition, whereas normally a prep coach would be looking at training as well. You're not allowed to touch it. That's Will's job, who you've already met. So this is the first time we've actually physically met because COVID. So we've come here today to do like a physical check-in, so I'm going to do some posing in a bit, but before we do that, we're just going to have a quick catch-up. 8 weeks out today. So, yeah, so how do you feel like things are going so far?
I think pretty awesome, if I'll be honest.
Good. That's good.
No, of course, like I've been invited by Misha to join the team to help her through that bodybuilding part. Because as we said, we kind of create nicely the team around, of course, the CrossFit performance and of course the bodybuilding, because we are doing eventually bodybuilding show.
Yeah.
What my job was to create the systems regards the nutrition and of course help mainly regards the recovery and look at it, of course, all the variables what you need to look at it, because the bodybuilding show, of course, I think you mentioned in the videos, in the previous videos, it's more about aesthetics.
Yeah.
And the CrossFit world is more about the performance. So my job here is to balance kind of all the worlds together, where we got kind of good relationship with the Will as well when we discuss what I need, of course, from the CrossFit standpoint. And on the other hand, I'm trying to manage all the nutrition part, the recovery part, all the variables regards to get you to the best shape as possible, of course, on the stage.
And manage me losing my mind as well.
That's the part of the process as well. So yeah, of course, that's kind of my job. And yeah, currently, of course, we are at M10. If you are not familiar of the M10, it was created and owned by Mark Coles.
I've already spoken about Mark today. We love Mark.
And currently we are in our private personal facility in the city centre of Nottingham, where our team is delivering on a daily basis, of course, the professional service for our, of course, personal training clients. Another part of M10 is our education under the personal training director, of course, Dan Smith, where we are trying to deliver our educational programs like a PT mentorship for almost personal trainers all around the world and help them, of course, to become professional personal trainers. And last bit will be my part, where, of course, I'm managing the online coaching services, where I'm trying to help with my team, of course, the clients from around the world. If it's improving the health, if it's getting fitter, or preparing, of course, competitors, body transformations, that's kind of my part of the job, and that's the reason why we are here today, because, of course, we started because of the lockdowns and restrictions regards the COVID, of course, for the online. And yeah, that's something, of course, what we are doing. And today, I think, we will go through, of course, the last 8 weeks prep, what is, of course, waiting for us and everything. I think we will do a little bit posing as well, what will be awesome to see you again, finally in person. And we will just, of course, get the next steps following, of course, towards our prep.
8 weeks out today. Everybody keeps saying that everybody in the last 2 weeks have started seeing massive differences. I feel very different. My weight frustrates the fuck out of me, sorry, but it does. I know I shouldn't swear, but I can't help it because it does. My weight is never linear, but we don't care about the weight. I'm not being weighed on stage. I'll probably still be the heaviest on stage because I always seem to be. But there's definitely been changes. I mean, even these jeans, I wore these jeans like 4 days ago. And today I was like, geez. So things are moving, definitely, even if the weight isn't necessarily reflecting it. How much did I lose in a week?
I think it's reflecting because I think you are a little bit harsh on yourself. Because if I go, of course, through your checkings,
I have lost a kilo in a week.
Every week we got, of course, the jobs what we need. Of course, as a female competitor as well, we need to think about, of course, fluctuating body weight regards the, of course, month. So we are actually on a really, really good direction. And as we said, we are now just start pulling a little bit, starting, hammering down. And next 2-3 weeks should be really exciting regards the changes, of course, for the body composition. I'm not sure if it's exciting for you, but for me as a coach, this is what we are trying to expect now in the next 2-3 weeks. We are bringing a little bit new strategies to help you, of course, to get you to the shape, of course, a little bit earlier, so we have a little bit more time in the end to play around the look, of course, what we are trying to achieve, because I think you mentioned it already in your YouTube series that we are not doing just one show, but 2 shows probably, and in the first show as well, we will try 2 different classes. So it will give us a little bit time ahead to prepare for that, especially that peak week, to find out, of course, the look what we are trying to present, and that will be a little bit my job to do that. But as I said to you, you are in a perfect direction now. The last 2-3 weeks been really, really progressive, and we'll be just keeping moving forward now. The main thing, as we discussed, this is not bodybuilding prep. If you have, of course, bodybuilding prep, it will be completely different through your recovery, because, of course, we'll be looking at, training sessions, steady level cardio, and keeping you resting as much as possible. With that, we'll be allowing, of course, to have maybe high and low days, depends, of course, on the days where you are. But we need to consider, as I said to you, the main, almost like important thing through this prep is your recovery. And we know every CrossFit session with Will, first of all, it will be a massive challenge for you, because I know he is pushing you really, really hard. Again, it's fine because I know you can do it, you are a freaking machine. But on the other hand, we needed to, of course, adapt a lot the nutrition plan just to be able to, of course, recover. So we know from Will, the good thing is now, regards to our relationship, that we know, of course, what we'll be doing a little bit in front. He got almost the strategy, what we need to use regards the training method, and depends on that, I'm adjusting, of course, your nutrition. And now we are almost on a 3-day macro split, where we have, of course, training days where are a little bit high when the output from the CrossFit standpoint is, of course, a little bit more. Then we got something like a medium day where you are doing probably some cardio and maybe some gymnastics and stuff. When we know we still need enough fuel for going through the day, but we doesn't need to put that much fuel there. Like for example, no heavy lifting regards the CrossFit. And last bit is of course rest days, where we are trying to keep it
smiling.
as slow as possible. Just to give you
the
enough fuel.
enjoyment on your face when you say that.
Why not?
People just can't comprehend like how different I'm going to look in 8 weeks, because when like the average like lifestyle diets, 8 weeks is a significant time to look visually different, but the visual difference in 8 weeks when you're prepping for a competition is insane. Like so much can happen, especially in those last 4 weeks, right? That so much can happen. So what's, in your opinion as a coach, what is it about those sort of last 4 weeks that makes it go so, like, you can literally change your physique in 2 months and have that extreme? What is it about that section of it that
the point will be, it's not just about the last 4 weeks. We need to think about it, especially now in a deeper deficit, in a deeper prep, every 24 hours.
Yeah.
We can make a massive changes, and that's the reason why we are almost on a daily basis, of course, in the touch together, because it's really important for me to see, first of all, how you look, how you feel, and as we said, because of the CrossFit standpoint regards your training session and performance there, we need to be sure that you are actually able to progress. So recovery is on a point. And the last 4 weeks, not just last 4 weeks, we can see it now, of course, on a weekly basis through the checkings. Every week we are getting closer. Your body fat levels are coming down, you are tighter, you are leaner, and more deep will be in the prep, more in the deficit will be. The changes will be massive regards few days, not just 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, of course, as you said, maybe like a lifestyle coaches or maybe even like a, friends and close ones, what they don't understand too much about the preps. This is not about last 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. We did, of course, recomp a while ago, of course, before your surgery.
Yeah.
After the surgery, still, of course, we continue kind of getting you back on the track, and we saw even that, the massive progression.
Changes.
The body weight stayed really, really similar,
Yeah.
but the photos before and after was completely different. You've been so much more leaner, so much in a better shape, and that was just starting point. So this is not just about last, 10, 12 weeks. It's a long-term process, almost 3 years process for you, if I'm honest, because you
100%.
worked for it so long.
Yeah.
And now what we are trying to do is just really combine two worlds together and showcase what we can do. You are not going to become Miss Olympia or something. That's not
Nope.
your personal goal.
No.
You wanna get back on a stage to prove yourself that you can become better, but doing it in a way where you can actually enjoy it. You got now passion and fire in yourself for a CrossFit. And I was like, yes, we can do that. Of course, it will be challenge. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's challenge.
Yeah.
Especially, of course, for you, you know that regards your output and everything, it's crazy. But I said to you, if somebody can do that, it's you, because you got strong mindset, you are a freaking machine, and that is exciting me. So
nice.
yeah, honestly, I can't wait, and
I
just
didn't
to
pay
see.
him for that. So nice. The question that everybody keeps asking me, and I haven't asked you yet, and I want your honest answer, and it can't be, you're not saying, you have to give me an answer. Do you actually think it is possible, doing what I'm doing with CrossFit only, with very little, apart from some maybe a little bit of accessory work, which is programmed in some of the sessions, do you think it's possible for me to look as I should, according to the boundaries within the categories, just using CrossFit program? Do you think it's possible?
Definitely, because we are doing it.
Well, yeah, we're doing it.
So definitely it's possible. We need to think about that. Regards the CrossFit, of course, the training system and everything what we are doing is completely different to, of course, hypertrophy bodybuilding methods. And we needed to consider a lot of things regards the programming as well, especially if you are looking to a body composition,
Yeah.
something like a waist. Of course, with the heavy lifts and stuff like that, we know eventually in the months that waist can become bigger. But we saw from the photos, we saw from the check-ins on a weekly basis that you will look actually pretty awesome. Because CrossFit is perfect method, of course, how to train even your lower body, we need to say. Your lower body improved in the last 3 years just by CrossFit. It's just blown away.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you will be on a stage, compare maybe that 3 years back and now, it will look completely different.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, as you said, yes, we needed to adjust few things regards the body composition, regards the training, to maybe do a little bit more isolation, of course, for your glutes, a little bit focus more on your, lats, a little bit, of course, on the lateral delts, especially depends on the category what we will be doing. Of course, to get you that look what we need and focus on that as well. But we can say that 90-95% of your sessions are focused on CrossFit based.
And certainly in the last like 4 weeks, I don't, apart from the odd isolation, like accessory movement that they call it in CrossFit, I haven't done any kind of bodybuilding at all. And it's, and I surprise myself at how mostly the compound stuff, you would anticipate that you're gonna, mostly feel it where you're dominant, but actually, that comes from my years of experience of training to be able to know how to make sure I'm using the right muscle to.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's the good point that, of course, you as a coach, you understand the movements.
Yeah.
You understand the biomechanics of your body and everything, how the body is moving. And with that, even through the CrossFit standpoint, you are actually using and engaging muscles what we need, because what are bodybuilders doing? They are doing, hip hinge movements, same like a CrossFit, of course.
Yeah.
Presses and all these things, like you are doing that, but of course with a little bit different, of course, systems. The main movements we have there. And as I said to you, like, I see you on a weekly basis, and I know we will bring the package what we need. If not, it's really simple. We will don't do the bodybuilding show, but we'll say, let's go compete in CrossFit. But we know we can do that. So
maybe not in a deficit.
Not now. I'm saying, like, of course,
in
the future, like, that's the thing. If I don't believe that we can do that, as from first day, I'll be honest always to you.
Absolutely.
But I can see on a weekly basis that we can do that. And that's the reason why, of course, we are trying to push now really, really hard to bring the best Misha on the stage as we can. Simple.
Exciting. Okay. Do you want to see me pose?
That will be good.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Gonna go take my clothes off now.
We need to keep it there, so, because you can see, especially your waist is now coming. That's what we're the most afraid. And it's looking really, really well. It's coming nicely down. Yeah, this pose. You can see even now, the quad with the hamstring is coming, of course, the definition there. And if you want to go maybe a little bit to the right side, you will have even better light. So you'll see it even a little bit more.
Yes.
Can you do a little bit external rotation of hips as well? Try to open it so we'll see more adductors and hams. This will be perfect.
And then in wellness, I'm going to do
You need to be more wider, yes. Wellness pose will be good. Of course, we know you will lose a lot of steel from the lower body standpoint. No, this will be perfect. You just need to, of course, just practice it now almost on a daily basis. Spend about 5-10 minutes, especially because we know from you, your real shot will be actually probably the best one.
Oh,
Yeah, because the waist from the back, of course, it's looking really, really tiny. And of course, when the glutes will pop up with the lower body, it will be looking awesome. This is looking actually this pose really well. I think you should use this one this side.
I think I should do both, really.
Yeah.
Maybe one side and then one the other.
Yeah. And again, think about slightly opening the hips. Yes, so we will see even the adductors. Yeah, this is perfect. This will be yours. Honestly, this real part will be yours.
It hurts so bad. You have no idea. No, I'm not going to. I remember when I did British Finals, UK BFF once, and we had to stand doing back pose for, it felt like 10 minutes. It was probably like 3. But there was a row of girls waiting to pose, looking at us, and I was like because we had to hold it for so long.
That's perfect. Yes, so much better than back, so much better now.
Going the wrong way. Well, no, apparently we're going to, where are we going, Will, on the way back?
Krispy Kreme.
For a Krispy Kreme. Not for me, obviously. But do you know what? I'm not bothered by donuts. So stuff your face, mate. Okay? I'm going to go for a massive shit. No, I'm joking. Keep it on for you. Take it in with me. Did you hear what I was saying? You're welcome.
I recorded it as well.
Oh. What did you call it? Actually, I'll just wait until it's warm for you to show you. Is it in here?
Oh yeah, on the left side.
You call it?
Dog food.
I don't think this looks like dog food. Okay, hold on. Just didn't want to get... I mean, I did make it last night.
Lovely.
This is when you are hungry. This is just heaven. Maybe not for you. Thanks for today. It has been so good to actually come back to M10 and hang out a bit and see you and actually realise how tall you are.
Yeah.
Because you don't see that on a video call, so.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there, so.
Well, I really appreciate it. It's a Sunday, and obviously you're not open, so thank you for letting me come in.
No, it's looking everything great. So of course we got a plan.
Yep.
And we'll speak soon. But it was really, really great to meet you in person. Yeah. So have a safe drive.
Thank you.
And we'll speak soon.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Awesome.
I'll see you soon. Coffee. That's so far away. Should we just go here?
How far away?
I'm finding coffee. Cafe Nero disappointed me the other day. It's a 3-minute walk.
Really far. You need to get your steps up.
Okay. I come bearing gifts, more coffee, and this, which I really want to smell, but I haven't got any hands to take my mask off at the moment. Thank you. Weak. That's the word I've got for you. So I think I need to get out and have a shake. Yeah. Just joking. This kind of shake. Oh no. Rookie error. Protein shake that hasn't been washed. Smells like arseholes. I'm just going to make you stand in the rain, basically. So we've just got back. I'm absolutely starving. So before Will trots off home, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. We are getting closer and closer, 8 weeks out today. Upcoming is going to be the hardest weeks. The next 4 weeks I anticipate to be the hardest coming. So stay tuned. If you like what you see, please share, comment, give me a subscribe, but ultimately keep watching and I will see you soon.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.